My girlfriend and I decided to take a trip to Mount Ida, Arkansas to go digging for crystals. We got an Airbnb in the middle of the Ouachita National Forest. It was secluded just like we like it and about 20 minutes from our first location, Wegner's crystal mine. Once we got to Wegner's, they took us on a 10-minute truck ride to the mine. At Wegner's, it's hotter than hell, and we found a nice little area to dig in.
I found a clear point crystal. Take a look and see.
Wow. To our surprise, it was really easy to find crystals.
Oh, wow.
Immediately, we started to find some really nice and big ones. Due to the heat, though, we only stayed for 2 hours. Wegner's has a beautiful crystal shop with a large assortment of different types of crystals. It's a great place to buy souvenirs or gifts. Everything was a couple dollars to about $10,000. All right, what do you give Wegner's?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
No, Wegner's is pretty solid.
Now we're on our way to Hot Springs. Let's go.
Our first stop in Hot Springs was the Hot Springs Mountain Tower. It was definitely not worth the $10 we each paid to go up to the top, but the drone shots were definitely worth it. Hot Springs was a really cool vibe as a whole. Known for its bathhouses, they also had a lot of fun shops and places to eat.
Let's go!
We first stopped and got a root beer float from one of the local shops. Then we decided to walk around for a little bit.
I'm drinking about vanilla cream
Zoltar is here to give you the wisdom of the ancients. Do with it what you will. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved.
After a Zoltar reading, we found a fun jeweler's shop which Grace found a liking for. Then it was time for dinner at Steinhaus Keller for some delicious German food. I had my first beer out of a boot, and then we got a delicious watermelon salad with feta cheese, followed by our schnitzels. That concluded our evening in Hot Springs, and now it's time for some rest before our next day of crystal digging.
We are on our way to Sweet Surrender Crystal Mine. You ready?
I'm not as jazzed as you are this morning.
Sweet Surrender Crystal Mine was different than expected. Aside walking around and picking up crystals, here you actually had to dig them out of a pocket of sandstone, which in the heat was quite exhausting, but there is a plethora of large quartz crystals. Here, we found some of the larger ones that we ended up bringing back home.
Aren't you excited? Which one are you going to? Mine is the
Go to the Quartz
Quapaw for what?
to soak in the mineral bath
Yeah.
to be healed.
I think we're gonna do the aroma bath and then hit the pineapple and paradise.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. To give you a little recap, here are some of the crystals that I ended up finding at Wegner's. This is a really nice point, one of the bigger ones. Then I also found this one. It's a broken point, but it's definitely the largest nice crystal I found. And then there are a ton of these actually little points that I got, super clear, great for jewelry. And then the
biggest one I found at Wegner's was this one. Really clean, great for like an office space or a decoration. So Wegner's was definitely my favorite crystal mine. It was simple. They drove you out there. Great experience. You could go out there for 2 or 4 hours due to the heat. We only stayed for 2. We ended up packing just a very, very simple lunch. We took a charcuterie board, put it in bags, brought a couple waters because it's important to stay hydrated out there, especially in the heat. Sweet Surrender was awesome in its own sense too. That was more secluded. So we were the only 2 out there digging, which was really nice. But it was really physical unless you wanted to walk around and actually pick up crystals. Grace actually found a ton of crystals walking around, and I was more after digging into the wall trying to get some of those bigger pieces. So as I told you in the video, we did stay in the Ouachita National Forest, which was closer to Mount Ida, but it was about an hour away from Hot Springs. So if we had to go back and do it again, we both thought that we'd probably stay closer to Hot Springs so that we could drive out to Mount Ida and hit some crystal mines during the morning, and then in the evening spend it towards Hot Springs and have some fun down there. Last but not least, the Pineapple in Paradise couples package at Quapaw was awesome. It was fairly reasonably priced, and we had a mineral bath, then we got to do a massage, a facial, and a foot scrub, and afterwards left us both feeling really relaxed after spending 2 days digging up crystals. So if you guys like this experience and want to see more, be sure to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like. Let me know any questions or comments you have below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.